Chapter 33, All in Vain. In the dim night, countless people scoured the surrounding buildings, searching for anything edible. However, the city differed from the countryside. Before evacuating to the safe zone, all the food in the houses had been taken and brought into the safe zone. Moreover, survivors in the safe zone would also come out to scavenge, leaving only a fraction of the supplies outside compared to what could be found in the countryside. Adding to this, the high temperatures had caused most of the food to rot and spoil. The supplies available for the migrants to find were few and far between. A group of young people walked out empty-handed from a chain supermarket, complaining as they went. "Damn it, there's nothing here. This is the provincial capital, right? How can it be this poor? There's not a single thing to eat. Let's check up ahead. In such a big city, there must be something to eat. Let's search more." The group quickly headed forward. However, after taking a few steps, one of them suddenly stopped and looked puzzled. "Did you hear something?" Everyone halted and listened carefully to the sounds around them. "What sound? I don't hear anything. How can there be any sound? Did you mishear?" Everything was eerily quiet around them. The person who had spoken initially was also puzzled. Could I really have misheard? Don't be so paranoid. Let's keep moving. If we're late, others will have already taken everything. The group resumed moving forward. As they approached a shop, two men suddenly rushed out from another store ahead of them, their faces filled with terror. "Ah! Ah! Ah! Run, there's something!" Before they could finish their sentences, one of them was pounced on by a shadow that leapt out of the building, and the other was impaled through the chest by something that came too swiftly to defend against. The young people were momentarily stunned before reacting, turning around to flee. The shadow cast a glance at them, then dragged the two bodies back into the shop, settling down again as if nothing had happened. The only evidence of the bloody incident was the two puddles of blood on the ground. Simultaneously, similar events were taking place elsewhere in the city, accompanied by violent robberies and killings. Chaos was rampant. Inside the convention center, the migrants who hadn't gone out were tense, and the soldiers at the entrance were on high alert. "Everyone, close the windows and gather together. No matter what happens, don't leave the convention center." Hearing the soldiers' stern tone, the people immediately thought of the mutated creatures they had encountered before. Could there be such creatures here as well? Zhang Ran quietly walked to the entrance, glancing outside. It was pitch black, and apart from the sound of gunshots, there was nothing else. She asked in a low voice. "Are these evolved creatures? Why didn't we encounter them when we arrived?" The two soldiers vigilantly monitored the situation outside, and one of them answered Zhang Ran's question. The mutated creatures near the safe zone had already been driven away before, but the large number of migrants attracted them back. The other soldier continued, "These mutated creatures are hard to deal with. In order to clear a half-kilometer safe zone around the safe area, we suffered significant losses. But due to this migration, all our previous efforts were in vain." Zhang Ran hadn't considered this factor and asked further, "So, the decision not to let us enter the safe zone is based on this consideration?" "I don't know." Both soldiers shook their heads. One of them explained, "The resources are in the hands of the rich and powerful. They have their own armed forces, and there's a lot of pressure from above.